All right, welcome back. So, this afternoon, my wife and daughter wanted to start baking for the holidays, and I popped down to the card shop, did some trading. Let me show what I got. Didn't get anything too exciting, but I got things that I thought were neat. So, maybe you'll be surprised. Maybe you say, "What a stack of crap!" I don't know. I don't care. That's for you to decide if you want to listen to it and watch. Okay. First up, I got this Heartfire Hero. I think he'd be good in Saskia, really. So, anybody's playing Arena has seen this little bastard. 1 red, 1/1. When becomes a target of a spell or ability you control for the first time, he gets a +1/+1 encounter. When he dies, he deals damage equal to his power to every opponent. So, if I hit him with Douthing Embrace, he becomes a 2/2. If I equip him, after that, he becomes a 3/3. I have to look through and see what else I have for target. I don't have a lot of things to target my creatures, but now I might want to add some more of that. I might want to buff that up. And then, of course, when he dies, and he deals damage to every opponent, well, Sun Titan can bring him back. Luris can bring him back. So he won't stay dead for very long. And he looks so cool. I love that art. Who did that? Jakob Casper, it looks like. Can't really tell. Anyway. So, Darna Linvala, dude I was trading with had... And for this whole stack, the best things I gave up was a foil Sacred Cat, which is pretty goddamn expensive for a foil common, right? It's about 10 euros for a foil common. I don't know where, I guess it's played in modern. I don't know, I haven't looked up the decks playing it in MTG Top 8. Maybe I should. I still have my copy for the art. I'd originally bought 2, and I never used them, so I thought, yeah, I'll put one in the trade binder, see what happens. Well, what happened is I got a good deal. So I traded that, and I traded my playset of flat Eidolon of the Great Reveal, because I really would like to have a set of four foil ones. But Burn has moved on. Burn isn't playing Eidolon of the Great Reveal anymore. They're playing Roiling Vortex. They're playing Harsh Mentor. So, I don't even know if I should bother getting my foil set, even though they are beautiful in foil. I love the enchantment, the Theros Nyx frame and foil. Oh, it's just so, it's pretty. Which, what does it tell you? A lot of these cards in the stack are junk. I just got them because I thought they were pretty. So sue me. Anyway, Darna Linvala, she's going into Saskia. She's going to replace just Linvala, Angel of Silence. So instead of 2 colorless and double white, it's 1 colorless, double white, and a black. And then she gains Vigilance. They both have activated abilities. Creatures your opponent's control can't be activated. They're both 3/4. She picks up another creature type, which doesn't really matter to Saskia. Picks some cool art, and this has all activated abilities of all creatures your opponents control. So why not? I mean, it's kind of an upgrade for Saskia. Plus, I'm thinking about building an angel deck. I'm thinking about building mono white angels, and that means I can take that Linvala out and put it in the angel deck that I'm planning out now. Tomic, Distinguished Advocate. So this guy, double white for a 2/3 with flying. Do you see any wings? Do you see a fucking jetpack? No, he doesn't even have a parasail. How the hell is he flying? Does he eat a lot of beans and then light it off once he lets one loose? When it shoots up like a rocket? Is that how he flies? I don't know. Nothing in the art tells me he's a flyer, but he is, so I'm going to forget. Anyway, lands on the battlefield and land card in the graveyard can't be the target spells or abilities your opponents control. The genie, he's always saying Tony's always playing bullshit lands. Look at all those Tony's bullshit lands. So I think the land's starting to pick up on that, and I think they're going to start playing more land destruction. And I need to head it off at the pass. I don't know what deck I would put this guy in right now. Obviously not Carador because he's not a spirit. Obviously not Edgar Markov because he's not a vampire. He could go in Icarus Shadar Kondo because his toughness is higher than his power. he flies, and that can be relevant. But right now, the ability is right on the edge of being too narrow for me to put him in a deck. But I saw him, he was cheap, so I got him in case in the future I want to play it. Plus, your opponents can't play land cards from graveyards. None of them really are. But if they start, well, he could be interesting. Speaking of the Angels, so she was cheap. 6. Well, her casting cost ain't cheap, I'll tell you that. Not for a 4/4 flyer. But her financial cost was next to nothing. So 6 for 4/4 flyer, and she comes to play in soul bonds with another creature. As long as she's soul bonded to another creature, if either one of them would die, they come back. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't have a clear picture of how it's going to actually look in the game. I want to actually play it, have both of them die and come back and really absorb the ramifications of the ability, and perhaps get a couple more of her for other decks. But right now what I'm doing is just when I come across cool angels, I'm setting them aside for the upcoming angel deck. I know I don't have an extra Avacyn Angel of Hope. Or is it Archangel of Hope? Anyway, I don't have an Avacyn Archangel that I can slot in. Kenrith has the one Avacyn I do own, so I would want to get another copy of Avacyn, the original Innistrad, for this, or Dark Ascension, the original Dark Ascension. I think she was printed in, and a Righteous Valkyrie. Those two I don't have extra of, and those two I know I want. So I'll see how that goes. The Ancient One. This guy is cheap too. So black blue for an 8/8. 2 mana for a fucking 8/8. But he can't attack or block unless there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard. Boo hoo. You can also spend 2 black blue, throw away a card and discard, draw a card, then throw away a card. And then so many mills cards equal to the mana value. Some of you that have been with me for a while kind of know what I'm thinking with this. Rebuild Phoenix. So this is cheap. I kept all the important pieces to Phoenix. They're in my binder. After a while, tuning him incorrectly and not really thinking it through, I just fucked it up. So he became too scattered. He became unplayable. But now, maybe I'll focus on it and resurrect Phoenix, the mill deck. I mean, 2 mana to mill for 8? Jesus Christ. And then this doesn't need him to tap. So I can do that. Then I can also tap him if Phoenix isn't played to mill somebody for 8. Win-win. This dude looks really cool. I love the purple flowers. I love the purple flowers. I like the green. I like the tint of green. I like this angel. I really dug this art. So as soon as I saw it, I pulled it out of the binder because I want it for the art before I even read what he does. And then I read what he does. So he's a 2/2 for 2 mana, green-white. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, scry 1. Okay, that's not bad. If the spell is all colors, create a 4/4 white angel creature token flying into vigilance. Not bad. 5 colorless, turn it into 1 mana of each color. Huh, he does a lot of stuff for 2 mana. And what is he? Jared, Voice of All? Jareth? Anyway, it's the 5 mana legendary dude that when you cast a legendary spell, if it's a non-land spell, which you can't cast land, so yeah, you can't even cast the Dryad. So you cast a legendary spell, and then you reveal cards from your library until you reveal another legendary spell with CMC less than that spell, I think it is. And also whenever a legendary creature comes into play, or just static, he buffs legendary creatures. So I have one of those. I cannot play it in Austrasian because Frenchy already has that deck, but I can play it in Prague. So I'm slowly picking up pieces to build that deck if I want to. I've got the mana base Reaper King. Reaper King he's not really hitting it. I'm kind of screwing with him still, but he's not really there. So I'm thinking of this Jared, or whatever the hell his name is, and the White Angel deck. So I've got 2 new decks. I've got 22 active decks. I've got 22 complete ready-to-play decks. 2 for Austrasia, 20 for Prague, and I'm still thinking about building 2 more decks. And I have the Azami Soul of Hydras stack waiting for when I get bored with no, Animar, not Azami, Animar. When I get bored with the current version of Animar, I can take half the cards out, put the Hydras in, and then he's Soul of Hydras. But I still haven't gotten bored of Animar because I hardly ever play it. Speaking of Animar, ooh, what's this? Genesis Hydra. I don't even know what set that is. I don't. Neck. Whatever the hell that is. So this bad. Neon Enigma Commander. I don't know. Double green X. When you cast a spell, reveal the top X cards of your library. You may put a non-land permanent with CMC X or less from among them on the battlefield, and then shuffle the rest in your library. And he comes to play those counters. So if I have Animar, and Animar has 6 counters, if I just do green and slap this guy down for 6, I look at the top 6 and I get to put something 6 CMC or less into play for free. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. And then I got this guy. I traded with three dudes. One of them had this dude, Kerr the Boundless Sky. I never saw him before. I didn't. The sets are coming so fast. I cannot get into them. I don't know even a tenth of what's in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I barely know Kaldheim, and that was a couple years ago. I'd say nothing of Marching the Machines. Fucking what else? Foreclosure Karlov Manor, which is a bullshit set, and I didn't really care about it anyway. The only reason I know about Thunder Junction is because I helped with the mass box opening. If I hadn't helped with the mass box opening, I'd know fuck all about that set, except for the 6 cards from it I have. So anyway, this guy, so 5 for 4 for Flying Death Touch. So far so good. He's a Dragon Spirit, so I'm thinking of sliding him into Carador. When he dies, choose one. Go look for 3 lands, show them off, put them in your hand, and then shuffle. But Carador has Exploration and Burgeoning. So those lands should come into play pretty quickly if that's what I choose. Or create an XX green spirit creature token, where X is the number of lands you control. And then of course Carador being Carador, he's just going to come back out into play anyway. Or I could put him somewhere else. I mean, 5 for 4 for Flying Death Touch with these cool abilities. There's a number of decks I could put him in. Maybe it's one of those cards I want some extra copies. Then I got this guy. I thought this guy was going to be cheap, because most of the cards from this set are cheap. Very few have any real financial value, which is pretty much all sets these days. But no, dude looked it up, and he said, actually, it's about 10 euros. Really? And Tournament Tees is sold out, so that means it's probably more, because they don't bother adjusting their price if they're sold out. Why? Why keep track of something you don't have? When you get some, then they adjust the price. 6 mana, 4 blue, for a 6/6 illusion. And he looks cool. I mean, the art grabbed me. Comes into play, choose creature type. He's the chosen type, in addition to whatever else he is. And when he comes into play or attacks, you may draw a card for each other creature you control that shares creature type with him. If you do, throw a card away. So I'm thinking he is going into Reaper King, because if I have Conspiracy or I have Mask with Nexus, and I've got, say, 7/6 Scarecrow tokens, I'll say Scarecrow, drop a grip of cards, and go on with myself. So I think this will solve Reaper King's draw problem. And even if I don't have Mask with Nexus, even if I don't have Conspiracy, if I've cast, say, Grand Crescendo, and I think that one makes citizen tokens. If I have 6 citizen tokens, I just say, okay, he's a citizen. And then later on, I'll bounce him back to my hand and or when he attacks. So, a lot of potential with this guy. Okay, this dude, he has a home. In fact, I've got the box of Nekazar in it right now, and this is going into Nekazar. 3 for a 3/2. Beginning of your upkeep, everybody draws a card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, their player loses 1 life. That Nekazar. Crap, I flipped it over. There we go. This I just got for the art. I really liked it. It just caught my eye. The crimson curtains, the plant, it just looks peaceful yet menacing. I really like it. 1 black for a 0/4 wall. And then you can spend 2 in a black and flip it over. When you flip it over, it becomes a giant eyeball. An eyeball with a 3/4 eyeball with menace. And when it transforms into the giant eyeball, target opponent shows their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, they throw it away and then draws a card. I've actually put this into Sig. Sig is my discard deck. Could be interesting. Okay, so when I flipped it over, I kind of spoiled it. So one of the better cards I got was Toski, the special guest Toski. I wanted one of these. Churning Retiz is sold out. Didn't really want to pay what they're going for in a magic card market. But dude, he just had one, and a foil one no less. So, score. Toski, as you know, 4 for a 1/1 squirrel that can't be countered, can't be destroyed, has to attack every turn, but whenever creature control deals combat damage to a player, draws a card. So maybe I'll put this. I took Toski out of Saskia in favor of Guardian Project. Maybe because this Toski looks so cool and I really want to play him, maybe I'll put it in Saskia. Then I got this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't. It looks really cool, and it has a lot of potential, and it has no financial value. It's a cheap fucking card. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And foil. Special art. Cheap. 1 blue to instantly return all non-creature, non-land permanents to its owner's hand. So, first I have to think about, okay, what kind of deck wants this effect? Obviously not a deck I have Kestia, no, because that would bounce all my enchantments, and I don't want that. Nekazar, no, because it bounces all my artifacts, and I don't want that. Unless I want to save them from some kind of exile, right? So that would save them from exile. What I'm really thinking is to put an Edric as a combat trick. So somebody's attacking me with a few creatures that have equipment or enchantments, poof, those go away. Whatever Vanquisher's Banner, whatever coat of arms buffs those creatures have, poof, they go away too. Now, we'll hit some things that Edric has about, 6 enchantments? He's got 6 enchantments, I think, and 2 artifacts. So it'll hit a few of those things, but if it saves me from dying, it's pretty good. So if any of you have any idea where I should, hit me up in the comments. Let me know which of my decks do you think I should play this in. And if you've played it before, tell me how it worked out. Is it as good as it looks, or am I just smoking crack? Speaking of angels, so I got this, another dirt cheap angel. So 5 for a flashy 4/4 flyer. When it comes into play, during the declare attacker step, for each attacking creature, you may reselect which player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. Oh, that's so fucking cool. How many creatures are you attacking me with all that? Oh, fuck that. Bang! Windshaper Planetar, do your duty. He comes in. Okay, that guy's attacking over there. That guy's attacking over there. That guy's attacking that planeswalker. And those 2 guys are attacking him. Nobody's attacking me. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, curious to see how it works out. Now, in the Angel deck, I'm going to need some ways of, maybe I'll put in an Eldrazi Displacer, because I'm seeing where I'm going to want to flicker some of the creatures. I want to flicker him because if I just use him once and that's it, it feels kind of a waste. I'll probably put a unstable, was it unstable portal? No. Erratic portal. If I put an erratic portal, which is a 4-mana artifact, erratic portal, 4 mana, spend 1 mana, tap it, return target creature to its owner's hand unless they pay 1. So I can pay 1, bounce it back, and have them ready to go again. This I discard for the art. I don't play Fact or Fiction anymore, really. The card has no financial value because it's been reprinted 50 times. But this is Richard Kane Ferguson art, baby. I love Richard Kane Ferguson's art. So I got that, and it cost almost nothing. Same with her. I just like the art. I've got 3 versions of Spellstutter Sprite. I have a set foil. I have, I believe, it's a Pro Tour foil, or else it's a it's some kind of special foil. Friday night, it's an F&M. I have the set foil. I have an F&M foil. And now I have this Jumpstart version. I don't have another fairy deck to put her in. I have to check my other decks and see if I have enough fairies to justify her inclusion into those decks. But I just thought the art is really cute, so I picked it up. Same with this. Oh, that's so cute. Look at it. Look at the kitty. I can't show this to my daughter. She'll take it away. Well, she won't take it away, but Tata, can I have it, please, Tata? Oh, look at Tata. I want the kitty. Oh, fine. Here, have the kitty. So, 1 at sorcery speed. Blow up artifact with mana value 3 or less, and you gain 3 life. I like the quote too. The playful kami reserved its greatest blessings for those who had brought wealth or rare delicacies, but particularly amusing trinkets. So, whoever brought the cat a fun toy got a blessing. That's cute, and I like the art. Who did that? Fiona Hunter? I can't really read it. Why not? So I got a anime Emancipation Angel. It's too bad she doesn't have Flash, right? It's really, yeah, why couldn't it have Flash? Fuck. Anyway, 1 white for a 3/3 flyer. When she comes into play, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand. But not Flash. It's sorcery. Wizards, you idiots. This is, I thought this is cute. I'm not really sure what's going on in the art. She's got one hand touching this. She's got the other hand kind of stretching out. And her legs are kicked up. So it's like she's sliding on her ass down this route. Or maybe she's trying to, I don't know what's going on. After I got it, I started looking at it closer, trying to figure out, what is this? What is she doing? But anyway, she looks cute. I liked it. 1 in a green for a 1/3, tap for 1 green. Or you can filter. You can spend 1 mana of any color, and you get a mana of any color. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'll put it in a deck or just put it in the art binder. But I like it. I just think it's neat. This is another art card. I'm not going to play this. It kind of sucks. 4 and a white to enchant a creature. And what do you get? The creature gets +2/+2 in vigilance. And you get a 2/2 white knight with vigilance. Oh, big fucking deal for 5 mana. Screw that. But the art, my god, that's cool. Look at the birds in the background. That giant flag. You know, there's the other knight, the squires. Wow. I really like that. And then I picked up these foil tokens. I haven't gotten these in my foundation yet. This side I've seen a bunch of times. That was an MH2. This side I haven't seen before. I've not seen that art for the dragon token. I think I have this treasure with the raccoons. I'm not positive, but if I don't, I do. Or if I do, then I've got this steam path. This is pretty funny too. This lizard warlock. I don't know what makes this. I really don't. But it's weird that the token has a mana cost. I know they started doing that in, I think, MH2. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It makes no goddamn sense. But that's Wizards for you these days. They don't make any goddamn sense. So, set those there. Let's see what I'll... Let's open this, then I'll go through Nekazar. I feel like opening a pack. Got another cat token. Cat Spirit. Icewind, what is it? 5 for a 3/4 flyer. When it enters, draw a card. It's always eaten alive. Ugh. 1 black sorcery. Additional cost to cast it. Sack a creature, pay 4. So it costs you 5 if you don't sacrifice a creature. Exile target creature. Involuntary employment. 4 mana for a sorcery. Gain control of the target creature and in turn untap it. It gains haste. Create a treasure token. Okay, that's kind of funny. That is funny. I might play it just because it's funny. A stupid ambush wolf. Oh, the little kitty cat with a feather. Meow. This guy, I love this. If you hear a choking sort of cough, it's about to get really hot. I don't like the card, but I like the quote. Yeah, this stupid thing. Angel of Finality. I've got like 10 of these now. I keep opening them. Perforating Artist. 1 black red, 3/2, Death Touch. Beginning of your end step, you attacked. Each opponent loses 3 life unless the player sacrifices a non-land permanent of their choice or throws away a card. Yeah. Another fake bloom trick, but I've got a foil one, so I don't care about this one so much. Frenzied Goblin. 1 red for 1/1. When he attacks, pay red. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. Talk about a crap rare. Funny story though. Jeannie was playing the Precon deck that it's spells. It's all spells, and he played 1,000-Year Storm. I think I had Aura of Silence on the battlefield, and he said, "Well, Tony's just going to blow it up." I said, "No, I want to see what you do with it." And, okay, so he starts going off. He starts storming off, and he's drawing cards and drawing cards and drawing cards. And every so often he'd say, "I think I can kill you guys now," and then I think I'm about to kill you guys, and we're just looking at him, watching him. He's taking a 20-minute turn, but we're having a good time drinking our beer, watching him go through his cards, figure out what to do, storm, draw cards, and then he draws his whole deck and loses because he can't draw any more cards. Crystal Barricade. Okay, the foil one. Wonder if it's worth anything. Okay. Underwhelming pack. I've got I think I've got 5 packs left, so I'm running out rapidly. I hope I get something good. I hope I get something good before I run out. Okay, so let's see. What am I going to take out for that Scrolling Crawler? What am I going to take out of Nekazar? Is there anything obvious? There probably won't be anything obvious because the deck is pretty tight. I've got 7 of these effects, so maybe I could take one of those out. People keep trying to kill Nekazar, so I've got 7 of these. 1 black, instantly it either comes back after it dies or gets indestructible or whatever. See? Comes back. Windfall. Maybe I should take him out. He doesn't really do anything for this deck. Thread Dynamo. Wheel of Fortune. Undying Evil. See, yeah, impression. I've got 7 of those effects. It's looking like Nicol Bolas there is the most obvious target because he doesn't really do anything. He doesn't really fit the theme of the deck. I just shoved him in there because I had a space and he looked fun to play. Anything else jumps out? That saves my ass. Camera's about to die. Wait. Okay, Splicing Part 2. that saved my ass a few times. It costs a lot, I agree, to keep 5 mana up, but when I've got all these mana rocks, it ain't so hard. And if I'm not really casting any, if I'm just leaning on Nekazar to do all the heavy lifting, and I'm not really casting anything, and I'm just holding mana up for counter spells or Undying Evil effects, then holding up the 5 mana to trigger this isn't much of a problem. Oh yeah, I just put her in today. Aegis, Jorah, Aegis Innovator. Blue-red, 2/2/3. If she survives for 3 turns, she could put that Alabar's Carpet into play at instant speed for free. Neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I need a way to protect myself. So, Ether Eye stays. He fits the bill. Whenever an opponent draws a card, they get hurt. That fits the bill. During each player's draw phase, they count the number of cards in their hand, and they draw that many cards. And if Nekazar is out, he sees every card that's drawn, and he punches my opponents in the face for every single card they draw. Bang, 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 bang. Don't hurt me, Danny. Combat trick. Combat trick. Get something back. No. Archaeomancer is cheaper. Alright, he costs 3 blue-red. Archaeomancer is 2 blue-blue. And they're both 2/2s. But I have him. I don't have any extra Archaeomancers. He looks really cool. I like the art. I like that I have a foil one. So that's why I'm playing him. I know it's not the most efficient, but I don't care. Got Lotus, Venser, Silent Arbiter. Yeah, he's good because if anybody's going wide and they're building a huge army, then he heads that off at the pass. He just sits down and says, "You may choose your champion to send forth into combat. No one else may join the battle." Cane Signet, Reversal, Evacuation, Kill creatures, Dragon Mage. Okay, so it really looks like Niv Mizzet is, not Niv Mizzet, but Nicol Bolas is the best choice. Because, okay, him as a 4/4 flyer, alright, I kind of playing him as a blocker, and there's a lot more efficient things I could be doing. And everybody discarding, each opponent discarding a card, who cares? I mean, there's only one card. And then the 7 to flip his ass, and when I flip it, so I get to draw cards, I could deal 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker. I could put a creature or planeswalker from graveyard on the battlefield under my control. Or, if 4 turns have gone by, he comes to play 7. Turn 1. So I take him up to 9. Next turn, take him up to 11. Next turn, take him up to 13. And then the next turn, I can finally do the neg 12. So I'm going to take him out. And to be fair, last time I really talked about Nekazar. A lot of you lads said that Nicol Bolas really doesn't belong in the deck. And I said, yeah, but I just like him and I don't have another home for him. Well, now I have something that actually fits Nekazar and makes a lot more sense to put into the deck. So, Nicol Bolas comes out. Now, where could I put him? I could put him into Kenrith. Is that going to matter? 4/4 flyer in Kenrith? Of course, I mean, he's cheap enough that if I flip him as a planeswalker and people start attacking and kill him, then Kenny for 5 can just bring him back out. I don't know. I would like a foil one. You see this kind of rainbow shimmer in his wing and the electrification of his breath weapon? I would really like to see a foil one because I think if they did the foils properly, and a lot of the M19 foils I've seen are good foils, then I bet it's beautiful. I'd really like to see that.